Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Mavericks versus Rockets NBA matchup on Tuesday, November 28, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks every day. When you give out as many free picks as we do, you're going to like some picks more than others. You can find our best bets over at Pickdawgz.com under the Premium Picks tab. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make bigger bets. Text the number you see on the screen, and that's the only way you can get those. So if you bet big, that's who these products are meant for. Text that number. But let's get to this one. Mavericks taking on the Rockets, and both these teams really improved over last season. The Mavericks, though, just 5-5 straight up in their last 10 games, while the Rockets hit this game 7-3 in their last 10 games, 9-0-1 against the number. The Houston Rockets really have figured something out here, and while we'll see how far that takes them when all is said and done, we know exactly what they figured out, and we'll get to that in just a second. But the Mavericks, appeared to be off and rolling, but they've now lost 4 of their last 6 games, including that loss to the Clippers where they got pretty much punched around in that game. They had beaten the Lakers by 3 in a game that they were laying 1, and then they went into LA against a Clippers team that was struggling and just got absolutely slaughtered. The thing is that the Mavericks, it's not going to be a line straight up. Recovery is never for these teams just a line that just goes straight up in the air. There's going to be bumps in the road, and even the very best teams in every sport hit rough patches throughout the season. I know it's early to be talking about rough patches, but when we talk about the Dallas Mavericks, look at the second half of last season, and it was all one big rough patch. So most of the stuff we've seen from them has been pretty positive. We look at the Houston Rockets, one of the great turnaround stories, and it's easy to see where it comes from. And this is a team that has just been playing some very solid defense. And then even when things don't go their way, what we've seen from them is, they don't let it really bother them, and they kind of cast it right off. They were on a tear. They were winning a lot of games, and then all of a sudden they went into a 3-game losing skid. All those games were on the road, the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Warriors, and they lost all those games. They covered the spread, so they were competitive in each of those games, but they lost them. But they didn't really let it bother them. They came back, and now they've won a couple in a row, and one of them over the defending world champion Nuggets. Who would have thought last year that we'd be talking about the Rockets beating the Nuggets? The Rockets' offense has really been nothing to write home about, but middle of the pack is way better than where this team was last year, when they were always in that 28-30 range in just about every single category, both offensive and defensively. And the Dallas Mavericks still allowing teams to shoot almost 50% from the floor against them, and that is, of course, a little bit of a problem there, and probably why the Mavericks have hit some of these bumps along the road, because the Rockets on the other side of this teams only shoot 43.5% against them, one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA, and that is where the turnaround begins. Same thing, defending the perimeter, teams only shooting 32% against the Rockets. So I like what Dallas is doing. I like the way they're playing, but I think I like the way the Rockets are playing defense. I'm going to take the Rockets in the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, be sure to check out our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often all of the bets on the board today have actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can put yourself on the most favorable bets today, all 100% free.